Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning.
Hi, kids. A hot tea, please.
Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Friday, the 29th of March. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for being here this morning. We start off today by taking you to one of the many ceremonies held this week to honor and remember the lives lost during the Covenant School shooting. Our digital producer, Kara Aguilar, has that for us coming up in a few minutes. Following that, we head down to the Frist Art Museum in downtown Nashville to take a look at one of the two free art exhibits up year-round. This one in particular highlights the work of young students in Middle Tennessee. We'll have that for you and the information that you need to visit this particular exhibit and how your school can get involved. Following that, we learn about the home ownership program put on by Habitat for Humanity. And then we're talking food on this Friday. It's our Let's Eat segment with Catherine Mayhew. She takes us to a spot where you can just chill out. Get it? Well, no, she's taking us to the chill spot. Can't wait to share this one with you this morning. She always has just the best locations for us, but we have the chill spot coming up. After that, there is a women's symposium happening in Clarksville in early April. Again, this is a women's symposium, and it really targets something we may all feel at some point. That is the feeling of fear. But we have great information for you this morning and how you can snag a seat at this particular symposium. After that, we are talking finances, investment basics for you. So go ahead and get a pen and paper ready so you can take down notes on this one. And with Easter coming up on Sunday, we have an event for you. It is Eggstravaganza happening at the Nashville Zoo. We'll have a little information on that for you this morning. And then we give you a look at the Blessing of the Bikes, hosted by Bikers Who Care. I look forward to sharing that with you.
We thrive under the lights. A city of performers, putting on one heck of a show. Headlining night after night. Welcome to Smashville.
It was a beautiful day for Montgomery County Animal Care and Control Shelter and the North Clarksville Montgomery County Library Branch. Here's a glimpse of the official groundbreaking ceremony for the newest additions to both locations. Let's talk about the Montgomery County Animal Care and Control Shelter. The current shelter has just 45 dog kennels, and the new facility will have 100 full kennel runs with indoor and outdoor access. Amazing! Now to the library. The library will have outside space for kids to have messy fun, STEM-based programs, some reading collaborations with Reading to Dogs and story times, and much more. It's going to be incredible. Read more at mainstreetmediatn.com. Find Main Street Clarksville. It was 17 minutes of silence at brief ceremonies held in Lebanon and in Mount Juliet to remember the 6 victims of the Covenant School shooting on March 27th, the 1-year anniversary of the fatal shootings in Nashville. Our digital producer, Kara Aguilar, shares more from the ceremony.
We're here today to hold space for our grief as a community and to honor the lives of the Covenant victims. A year has passed since the day that their lives were stolen. So as we gather here today, I hope first and foremost for our action to be to love each other. Love each other in their names, and to speak their names now so that we can remember that they are loved, present tense, and always will be. Maya, Catherine, Cynthia, Cynthia, Evelyn, Lily.
About 20 people stood outside of the Capitol Theater in Lebanon for this ceremony. You can read much more on this ceremony by heading over to mainstreetmediatn.com. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Sherry's Hope is dedicated to sharing the hope of Christ, protecting the health of our community, and supporting those who are fighting cancer. You can be a champion of hope this season. When you give monthly to Sherry's Hope, you help meet the needs of families in our community as they are battling cancer. Your monthly gift of $10 or more gives hope all year. Together, we can make a difference.
Complete Service Heat and Air is a trusted provider of top-notch heating and cooling solutions dedicated to ensuring optimal comfort and efficiency for residential and commercial spaces. Complete Service Heat and Air is located in White Bluff, Tennessee. We do service and repair on heating and air the right way 24/7 service. Call us at 615-797-3997. Serving Cheatham, Davidson, Dixon, Hickman, Humphreys, Montgomery, and Williamson counties.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. So excited this morning. You know this building. It's in downtown Nashville, the Frist Art Museum. There is a special exhibit up right now, and we'll continue on, but in a different way with different schools. And what a wonderful thing you guys do for young students here. We have Ellen O'Brien to tell us all about it. She is the educator over teacher and student programs here. Hope I got that just right.
Pretty close. Yeah, I work with a lot of our school groups, our teacher groups that come for workshops, and we do a lot of fun programs for students, including this awesome art show.
Please share with us the art show that you have here for students. And you walk in, we're on the 3rd floor.
We are on the upper level, so it's kind of the 2nd floor of the museum here. We've got some of our main exhibitions as well as our special community exhibitions for school groups and things like that. So right now we have the 2024 Rutherford County and Murfreesboro City Schools art show.
So do you switch schools, switch areas every so often?
Yes, so throughout the year, the school year, we feature 8 different school districts. So we start in December and we go right up till May. And so right before this, we had, I believe it was Williamson County Schools. Right after this, we'll feature Metro Nashville Public Schools. And so we really try to kind of capture the surrounding community school districts.
And let me tell you, you guys have some phenomenal young artists out there walking up. I'm just like, middle school, elementary, high school, but especially your younger ones, the ones in elementary, just blows my way what they can create.
Yeah, they're super bold with what they're creating, and they're not afraid to just kind of show us their creativity and express themselves. And it's always fun to come up here and take a look at what students are thinking, what they're creating, what they're learning. It's a lot of fun.
Who came up with this idea to reach out to the schools to say, hey, we would like to highlight some of your students here?
Yeah, so the Frist has actually been doing this since the early years. In 2004, we had our first school art show. And it was actually coming from the Mayor's Art Show, which has been going on since the 1990s. It was started by Phil Bredesen. And in 2004, a few years after the Frist opened, they said, can we host it here at the Frist? And since then, we've been expanding and adding more districts.
That's incredible. How do the teachers select what will be put on display here on the Frist?
Yeah, so we leave that up to the teachers to decide which students they want to feature. They can feature 2 students for each grade level for elementary and middle. And then for high school, they get to select 2 for each course.
And how long have you been working in the role that you're in?
I've actually just been here since January.
Just since January,
yeah.
So still new. Before this, I mean, how long have you been in, I guess, the business as a whole?
Yeah, I've been working with museums and arts nonprofits for about 10 years, and it's always fun to see what students are creating, and there's a lot of energy from, youth groups.
That's what I was going to ask. Are you ever surprised? You get something, you look at it, you're like, how in the world did someone so young come up with? I mean, are you ever surprised?
Always, every single time with every single show. And it's always fun to see what the different grade levels are creating. Like you mentioned, we had a group in the last show, this student created a work and somebody said, oh, I don't think this is supposed to be in the elementary section. It looks like it's high school. And I said, no, that's a 4th grader who created this beautiful drawing of a sculpture.
You know, we're on the last Friday of the month. How long will the Rutherford County School display be up?
This show will be up until the 31st, so right up until the end of this month. And then afterwards, in April and May, we'll be featuring the Metro Nashville schools. And so that'll be a part of our Mayor's Art Show, kind of close out the school year.
Gotcha. So for those of you in Rutherford County and you have a student here, you just have just a little bit more time to see the work on display here at the Frist Art Museum in downtown Nashville. So come on out, take a look. If there's a school out there and they're seeing this, they're like, you know, we would love to connect with you. How do they do that?
Absolutely. You can go to our website and find our email and contact information there and just say, I'm interested in my school district being a part of this, and we can start that conversation and see how it might work with the schedule.
Fantastic. Yeah. Ellen O'Brien, thank you so very much. Appreciate your time. We're going to see her again for another interview in the coming weeks, but get out here, like I said, and take a look at some of this art and connect with the Frist when you can. All right, stick with us right here at Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
Welcome to Grin Doctors, your trusted pediatric dentistry and orthodontics practice. Achieve healthy, beautiful smiles with our expert care. At Grin Doctors, we are committed to your child's oral health and well-being. Trust Grin Doctors, your pediatric dental home for exceptional care. We go above and beyond to ensure the comfort and satisfaction of our young patients. Grin Doctors Kids Dental and Orthodontics is right down the street in Old Hickory, TN. Easy to get to and in your neighborhood.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your pest to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out and he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Everyone should have a safe and affordable place to call home. That is the belief of Habitat for Humanity, and this organization has a home ownership program that makes it possible. This morning, we learn a little more about this program from the Volunteer and Family Service Coordinator out of Clarksville, Asante Zapita, and we also get to hear from a recent home recipient, Naya Trotman.
I received enough help to make it very clear for me. The people that I've been in contact with, they're so kind. They make it easy. I was actually at work when I found out. I cried. I was so happy. Last year was a little different from the other years. We kind of started late, so I wasn't, sure. I didn't hear back from any for a while, for a couple months, and I was like, I don't know if I got it. I got that phone call. I was so happy. I actually work with one of my cousins. We celebrated at work. But I have a son, so it solidifies my stability.
Overall, we are well over 100 homes here in Montgomery County. This cycle right here, we normally like to get 6 to 8 homes. So partnerships with different families. It just depends on how the applications go, making sure that they actually qualify for the homes. So it just really depends on the year and sponsorships. As far as the giving back portion, so I think people get confused and they think, oh, Habitat just gives out homes, that's all. After I apply, they just call me and my house get built tomorrow. And that's just not how it goes. So my job as the partner family or family services coordinator, I work directly with them. I make sure that they get their sweat equity hours, which is hours that they use to volunteer, which is why you see Naya in the community. They have to get 250 hours. So they give back because the people that came before them gave back. It's like a rites of passage. So they get a lot of those hours at the Restore or out at community events or anything they have going. And it's really good. And it helps people like Naya, who's very shy, who might not get out a whole lot, but it's great to get back, meet new people, and meet people that are in situations like they might be in. You know, it's not I'm going to just pull you up, but it's a hand up, you know, like we're all helping each other get where we need to be. So it's very great. And other things that they have to do also in our program once they partner with us, not just get the sweat equity hours, but they do education classes. They go every third Saturday of the month, and they have different classes that they take. We call them partner education class.
I am 21, so I'm learning that I don't know much about a home, but they've come in handy. I've learned quite a bit of stuff about just the maintenance on a home, taking care of bills, making sure things are done properly.
My job is twofold. So I work with volunteers. Every day I am there with volunteers out all the time. So I work with groups. I work also on construction. So I am pretty much all over the place. And I also work with the partner families. So as far as volunteers go, of course, you have to be over the age of 14 to volunteer with us, especially at the Restore, which is where I get volunteers at the most, which is great because people make donations to the Restore. We have our warehouse is filled, so we always need help getting things out, you know, getting things cleaned up, sorting, displaying. So the list is like endless there. And then I get groups. I just had a high school group actually come in, and we made something special for our homeowners. So I'm excited about that. And if people are doing like VTO where they can give back to the community, they also contact me and they get to come in and volunteer that way. So it's plenty of opportunities. And on the construction site, we do days of that as well. So my job is kind of all over the place. I work with pretty much everyone. So that's why the home applications, not so much of my part, but still the same because I work with the partner families after they've already made it into the program. They will work directly with me. I know partner families are tired of me because we're there. You know what I mean? I like to be there, even though they have a mentor that's with them also. I like to be involved hands-on. And this cycle, obviously, is my first group working with, but it's funny, and I always say this, I did their applications. I did what Kate is doing right now last year. So I literally put their application in, went on most of their home visits, was there when they did the selection. Even though I didn't do the selection myself, I was there for the process. So seeing this is just, it's great. I love it. I'm so happy for all the partner families. I am so excited for all the partner families. Naya, this is going to be great. She has worked hard. I have seen her come through, especially within the last 2 months, put the hours in to get her sweat equity done, pay her closing costs. She has worked very hard. She has earned her home. This was not a handout at all. This is most definitely a hand up, and I'm just grateful for this partnership.
Oh, thank you. I'm just happy to be here. It feels good to do stuff for the community because I don't get out, a lot. It makes me want to keep going. So this definitely helps. I was a little nervous, but I'm happy.
I want people to know when they volunteer at our Restore, because I didn't really touch on the Restore much, but the Restore is there. It is there to donate to. Right now, we always accept donations, but we're also helping for tornado relief. We have that going on right now. And when we did the application process for our homes this year, we wanted to help and give back to the tornado victims, so that's really cool. So we always accept donations there. We always accept volunteers there. And the donations that we receive, the proceeds always go back to a home. So that is really cool because Naya's home could very well come back from the proceeds that were made to our Restore. So I don't want people to forget that our Restore is there. And if you guys have stuff, please, we're always looking for volunteers or donations. So thank you guys.
And this is in the area of where Naya's home will be built. Naya, congratulations to you. We wish you the very best in the home building process. If you would like to learn more about Habitat for Humanity of Montgomery County, you can do that by going to habitatmctn.org. If you're not in Montgomery County and would like to know more about your local home ownership program, well, you can do that. Just reach out to your local Habitat for Humanity. Stick with us here at Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up after this.
Welcome to Protein Snack Shop, your destination for healthy and delicious low-carb snacks. Our specialty lies in providing protein-packed desserts that are perfect for those following a keto diet. Our products are made with high-quality ingredients, ensuring that you can satisfy your cravings without compromising your health goals. From a variety of flavors and options to choose from, you can enjoy guilt-free snacking while staying on track with your fitness journey. Don't miss out on our limited time offer. Discover Protein Snack Shop today.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
We thrive under the lights. A city of performers, putting on one heck of a show. Headlining night after night. Welcome to Smashville.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Our food writer and columnist, Catherine Mayhew, has been on the search for Korean corn dogs. You guys, she found it. She found the location. I cannot wait to learn more. First off, Catherine, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. And you know that I have been looking for this, and you have been my accomplice for over a year.
Sort of, we randomly found a place here in Clarksville, but you found one just a couple miles. This is what I think is funny from where you live.
Yes. So Brentwood, Tennessee, not known as a hotbed for anything, actually. And it's in a place called Chill Spot, which has been in this strip shopping center, for those of you who know Brentwood, behind the Chick-fil-A, for years. And all they sold was like boba drinks. And it was taken over by Korean management, and they wanted to broaden the appeal. So they brought in the Korean corn dog, or the K-dog.
So they bring it in, and I'm looking at your column. Like, how many different varieties of K-dogs do they have, or is it just one?
Well, this particular place has two, but there are, in other places, there's, infinite versions. I've seen them. So let me tell you basically what a Korean corn dog is versus a corn dog.
Okay, please.
The name is a misnomer. There's no corn batter in this dog at all. It's a sort of a yeast bread dough kind of batter. So there's not that sweet sort of cornmeal taste to it. There's no sweet in it at all. And then it is either just fried by itself, or it's covered in things. And in the case of Chill Spot, they cover it in basically very finely diced up French fries. And then they deep fry it. And the other difference between a Korean corn dog and a corn dog as we know it is you can get it just the dog, or you can get a half and half. And a half and half is a half a stick of mozzarella. And then below that, a half a hot dog. So when you bite it, it's like the best cheese pull you'll ever have in your life. Because of course it's right out of the fryer. It's a huge glob of mozzarella cheese, ketchup, mustard, what's not to love? It's great.
That sounds so good to me. Now, do you get different toppings? Are you able, again, you ketchup, mustard, all the things, but does it
they're pretty basic in their toppings. They're pretty American in that way. It's ketchup and mustard. So, but again, I've been to one and only one Korean hot dog place in my life now. So I've got a lot of learning to do. I should go on a K-dog tour.
Yes, you should. Still so many other K-Dog locations, I'm sure. So if you're out there and you know of a Korean corn dog location, please share that with us so we can send Catherine.
Yeah, but as far as I know, and I have really done a lot of research on it, the only reason we didn't do the Clarksville place is, if I remember correctly, they only do them one day a week.
I think you're right. Yes.
And I thought, telling people rearrange your entire life to go get a K-Dog in Clarksville that only from, I'm making this up, 10 to 2 on Saturdays, whatever it was, seemed a little limiting to me.
I still need to put that on my list. Okay, so in reference to the chill spot, what else can we find in addition to that Korean corn dog?
They have a lot of things that I found very unusual. Well, one thing that's not unusual anymore, it's Korean fried chicken. And of course, everybody knows Korean fried chicken is the twice fried chicken, very crispy. They usually dunk it in either a hot sauce or sort of a soy garlic sauce. And it's terrific. But the other things they have that I had not been exposed to before, one is kimbap, which is the Korean version of sushi. And if you look at it, it looks just like a sushi roll. But the difference is, one, the nori goes all around the exterior. There's no rice on the exterior. The rice is seasoned a bit differently. And the other thing is the fillings are always cooked. So whether it's shrimp, some kind of protein, whatever, it's always cooked. But they're delicious. And I would get them again and again. And the other one is a soup. When you go to Chill Spot, you are not going to know how to pronounce this. I had to ask. Tteokbokki. It's a very, very spicy soup that comes with chewy rolled rice cakes. Again, something you don't see very often around here. Why they do this, I don't know, but it's on the very top, they place fried dumplings, yay, and fried seaweed rolls. So the spice comes from Korean chili paste. If you're a chili head, you'll absolutely love this. If you're a cold and you need something to blow out your sinuses, this is the soup.
Ooh, that does sound really good. So what's the setup like? I mean, is it like a larger location? Is it small?
It's in a strip shopping center, as most of the great food offerings in the world are. So I'd say there's probably 10 to 12 tables in there. You go up to the, order at the counter. You might want to do this, because I made the mistake and did not do this. If you're ordering multiple things, you can say to them, please bring out the kimbap first, and then please bring out, because we went with a guest and all she wanted was a corn dog. So she got her corn dog within 2 minutes, but ours took about 15 because they thought they had to fix everything.
Oh no.
And of course we'd ordered the soup, the kimbap, the chicken. We over ordered it substantially. So you might want to tell them, if you're going to order multiple things, the order in which you want them, to have them sort of flow more naturally.
Really great advice there. Catherine, thank you so much. This is at 330 Franklin Road. So head on out to the Chill Spot to get a number of delicious items. Catherine, is there anything else about the Chill Spot that we need to know?
I actually got a boba. I have to say, I'm on the fence on boba. It tasted great. I'm not sure what the little gelatin balls add to it.
I love when they pop in your mouth, though. It's so weird.
It is weird. It is. And I enjoyed it. I'm not sure boba's going to be on my top 5 drink list, though.
Maybe it'll make it into the top 10. Maybe. Catherine, always a pleasure. We look forward to next time.
Well, same. See you later.
See you soon. All right. Catherine Mayhew with our Let's Eat segment. Always love it. She always has something good in store for us. Stick with us here at Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back.
Complete Service Heat and Air is a trusted provider of top-notch heating and cooling solutions dedicated to ensuring optimal comfort and efficiency for residential and commercial spaces. Complete Service Heat and Air is located in White Bluff, Tennessee. We do service and repair on heating and air the right way 24/7. Service, call us at 615-797-3997. Serving Cheatham, Davidson, Dixon, Hickman, Humphreys, Montgomery, and Williamson counties. At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award favorite floor store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
Welcome to Grin Doctors, your trusted pediatric dentistry and orthodontics practice. Achieve healthy, beautiful smiles with our expert care. At Grin Doctors, we are committed to your child's oral health and well-being. Trust Grin Doctors, your pediatric dental home for exceptional care. We go above and beyond to ensure the comfort and satisfaction of our young patients. Grin Doctors Kids Dental and Orthodontics is right down the street in Old Hickory, TN. Easy to get to and in your neighborhood.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Pulaski's historic downtown area is a little brighter now. At night, a Toast to Delight ceremony was held March 13th to officially flip the switch after the instant ambiance project's completion on the stretch of North 1st Street between Jefferson and Washington Streets. Pulaski's Mayor J.J. Brindley shares a little of his thoughts about the installation.
It's been something that they tried to do for several years now, and we're glad everyone could come together and make this happen. And it shows if we've all worked together, we can do anything in this community. But if you haven't seen our downtown lights, I encourage you to go down, check them out.
Find out more about this project by going to Main Street Media's Pulaski Citizen. Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street for this Friday. I am happy to share with you an upcoming Women's Symposium, Fearless and Free. You see it right behind us. It'll also be coming up on your screen. We get to learn why this is being put on, who it's for, how it's going to help all of us. And to share this information, we have Vicki York. She's an author and CEO of Manna Cafe Ministries. We also have Doretha Miner. She is the women's ministry at the River Church. First off, ladies, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. So this is going to be a beautiful women's symposium. It is happening on the April 6th. So go ahead and mark that on your calendar. Who came up with this idea and why host it now?
Okay, the idea goes back a ways. I would say I came up with the idea, but it feels more like God came up with the idea. Mm-hmm. Because back in 2013, I had been living with chronic fear. Really every day, every single day, chronic fear all day long. And in 2013, in the course of just only about a week or two, the Lord taught me how to step out of that forever, permanently.
I wish you could see my eyes because I am a little surprised. And this is the first time, again, Vicki, you're someone that I've gotten to know over the past few months. This is my first time meeting Doretha, but Vicki, this is the first time that I've heard this, and I'm kind of surprised because you seem just like a very, maybe not carefree would be the right word, but charismatic and just very, someone that you just wouldn't think would have that type of
crippling fear.
Crippling, that is the word, crippling fear.
Yes, it was crippling. Yes.
Okay.
And I don't now. You don't know this about me because it's been gone since 2013, and so I was able to write a book about it called Created for Fearlessness. And I did that, I don't know, about 5 years ago. And then it's time now. I've done women's get-togethers where we would take 8 evenings and talk through the book and talk through the whole experience. But now I just felt like it was time to do this, a one-day thing just for women to focus on it. Doretha, she came to my first set of 8 classes. It changed her life. And so she has been very eager to help me out and even give a little bit of the word on that day. So she's been a terrific help. So we decided to do it together.
That's fantastic. Doretha, how has this changed your life?
Well, when I stepped into the classes, I had just left my 3rd abusive relationship. So for many years, being just living in constant fear and, living every day, but still dealing with that, what PTSD. Actually, I was being treated for PTSD, and that's gone, completely gone. And it changes everything. It changes how you look at the future. It changes how you even look at the past, and it changes you so that you can actually live, and actually experience life. And that's what I've done. I've taken more chances. I've went out and did things I didn't think I would do or couldn't do. And I've just been able to be more free with my relationships too, even after being injured, emotionally injured, but being free with my relationships, because it makes you fearless. I mean, God makes us fearless, and we just have to live that way. And Vicki really lays it out. And I think a lot of people will be set free when they come, even for this day, just one day.
It may truly open that door. And this is a full day event, 9:30 to 3:30. What will be the structure of the symposium?
I think we'll break it up into a couple of sessions. I'll do a morning session and an afternoon session of teaching, but then there's also a Josh Carter and band. There's also worship. So there's also music. And then Doretha will step in at periodic times and do kind of a little brief teaching. And then right in the middle, we'll have lunch.
Okay, fantastic. Now, for those in attendance, the women that will be there for this event, will they be able to speak openly and to interact? Is this going to be interactive?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat. There's a lot of teaching that needs to happen. So that nobody walks out there without sufficient information.
Okay.
So it won't be,
Right.
just that whole back and forth all day long. It won't be like that. But yeah, I'd say for sure, if people have specific questions, specific concerns, absolutely. Because I want everyone to come in there and feel free to speak and feel safe and feel protected and like they can just be whoever they are.
Yes.
Do the ladies out there need to RSVP? Do you need to know how many will be attendance, or can they just show up?
They need this QR code. Will take them to Eventbrite to get a ticket. The event is free. We knew that we weren't supposed to charge anyone for it because the gospel is free. But we need a head count so that everybody gets to eat.
Okay. Yes.
Right. And
they want to feed you.
Yes. And there is limited seating. I mean, we still have openings, but there is a cutoff. So all they need to do is go get their ticket on Eventbrite with that QR code. And I don't know, there might be a website.
I think you can also look it up, Fearless and Free, on Eventbrite.
Right.
On Eventbrite. Got it. And you're seeing it up on your screen. So we'll bring up that QR code a couple of times here for you on your screen. And I believe it works that way. You can just hold your phone up to the screen and get it from there, from your computer, from your mobile device. So you can sign up and be a part of this Women's Symposium, Fearless and Free, Embracing Freedom and Joy in a Fearful World. Can you highlight some of the topics that you'll be touching on throughout the day through your teachings?
Yeah, for sure. A couple of things. Well, for example, why do we want to pursue fearlessness? Which sounds like a no-brainer, except that we get so used to living with fear that it feels like a companion that can be actually hard to let go of. So
I guess my thought, how do you know if you're living with that? Like, what is that? How do you know if you're living with fear?
Living with fear. I don't know. I think most people do. If you ask a room full of people, have you felt anxiety this week? You get a lot of hands going up.
I would be one of those many hands.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very, very common. But I think sometimes we're surprised to find out that we don't have to live that way. I think we think it's normal. It's such a normal part of life. So we'll be talking about that.
Yes.
I feel like I'm speaking to you.
I think
so we'll be talking about that for sure.
I think that anxiety has become part of the cultural norm. In fact, people will say, "Oh, I'm so anxious. I'm so anxious," and it's like a badge, like they're carrying it, like, "Oh, I'm so anxious," but it's and it's just become very, very well accepted. And
like, who worries the most?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
None of that.
And I feel like so many of us just kind of shove it down, shove it away, and just overlook that feeling.
Yes. Or we call it stress.
Yes.
We call it stress. It's not stress.
No.
It's fear.
Yeah.
I mean, stress is a real thing.
100%, but
they are different.
Wow. Okay, a couple other things that you'll touch on.
Well, we'll talk about something called the fear fast. Okay. There was a way that the Lord showed me to personally step out of fear, and you fast fear. And I will explain it all that day. It's not complicated. It is not complicated, but I will definitely explain how that works. And then one other thing for sure is that fear will disguise itself as other things, other emotions, other behaviors. Everything from anger to procrastination to certain sicknesses, it'll hide behind there, and we need to pull it out from behind that disguise, and bring it out into the open to be rid of it.
Yeah. Wow. Ladies, April 6th, it is coming up, 9:30 to 3:30, the Women's Symposium that's happening here in the Clarksville area at the Francis Lee Event Center at Office Now. Now, you do not have to be from the Clarksville, Montgomery County area. If you're seeing this and you're in another county, other women from other areas, they're free to come as well.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Yes. So we're bringing up this QR code once again on your screen. Take a moment and go ahead and snap that and go to the site so you can have a seat at the symposium. It's going to be beneficial for a number of women out there. And thank you both so much for coming together to put something like this on. Any final thoughts for the morning?
I think that they're going to be surprised. People will be surprised about how fear is actually affecting their lives, because we've lived with it for so long and you get so used to it. And then the practicality and the usefulness of the things that she's going to share that are just going to help them to start shedding that. And maybe it'll happen quick and maybe it'll take a few years, but you can be fearless. So
might as well take that step forward and better late than never.
Yeah.
Yes.
For you, for your children, they deserve to see you living fearlessly. So,
Vicki, any final thoughts from you?
I think on the same note, I think people will also be surprised as to how much it adds to your life to be fearless. Just what peace really, we don't know what peace really feels like until we can walk through a day, a week, a month, and then a year without anxiety. Sometimes I would even stop in the early days and think, what am I going to do with all my time? I used to spend so much time worrying. Like, wow, I have a lot of time and a lot of real estate in my head that I'm not just focusing on what I'm scared of.
So that's how you get the time back. You get through that fear. That's amazing. Okay, for those who may not be able to make it to this, how can they connect with you or be a part of maybe a future class?
Oh, absolutely. A couple ways. You can get the book on Amazon, Creative for Fearlessness. That's on Amazon. But I would love to see you in person, talk to you in person. So our Facebook page, look on Facebook. Well, that's probably on the screen, isn't it?
And we will, and we'll have that up, or it's been up.
Okay, join our Facebook page for sure. Or email us at fearless.free@outlook.com. Fearless.free@outlook.com. Email us. Let us know that you want to come maybe to a future event or something like that, and we'll talk about it.
Fantastic. Ladies, thank you so very much. Again, the Women's Symposium coming up April 6th, 9:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. You'll get to hear from author and CEO of Manna Cafe Ministries, Vicki York, as well as Doretha Minor. She is the women's ministry with the River Church. Thank you both so very much for sharing this with all of us.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Stick with us here at Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up right after this.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your past to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out, he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Sherry's Hope is dedicated to sharing the hope of Christ, protecting the health of our community, and supporting those who are fighting cancer. You can be a champion of hope this season. When you give monthly to Sherry's Hope, you help meet the needs of families in our community as they are battling cancer. Your monthly gift of $10 or more gives hope all year. Together, we can make a difference.
Welcome to Protein Snack Shop, your destination for healthy and delicious low-carb snacks. Our specialty lies in providing protein-packed desserts that are perfect for those following a keto diet. Our products are made with high-quality ingredients, ensuring that you can satisfy your cravings without compromising your health goals. From a variety of flavors and options to choose from, you can enjoy guilt-free snacking while staying on track with your fitness journey. Don't miss out on our limited time offer. Discover Protein Snack Shop today.
We thrive under the lights. The city of performers. Putting on one heck of a show. Welcome to Smashville.
Thanks for sticking with us this morning here at Mornings on Main Street. Next up, we're talking investment basics, and we have our financial advisor back with us, Kristy Harris. She's the Associate Financial Advisor with Ascend Retirement and Investment Services. Great to see you again.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I love it. I love the topic today, investment basics. So what is investing and why is it so important? Remind us.
Investing in simple terms means putting your money into assets or opportunities with the expectation of generating a profit or earning a return over time. So some people think saving and investing are the same, but they're not. They're different. Savings are typically low risk funds used for short-term needs, things such as cash, things very liquid. But investing involves higher risk and it offers that potential for greater returns over the long term. So investing is important because it can set you up for long-term financial freedom. That's what we all want, financial peace of mind. Consider investing as a carefully planned approach to managing and accumulating money. And investment planning is about discipline and patience, but it really doesn't have to be difficult.
I like hearing that it doesn't have to be difficult. So what is that first step for us when we're considering investing our money?
So obviously knowing what your financial situation is, you need to know what your financial picture looks like, what your expenses are, what your income is. And you've really got to have that budget in mind before you start looking at investing, because investing is going to be money that's above and beyond what you need to live on and above and beyond your emergency fund.
So when should we start? I mean, we always hear earlier the better, and I'm guessing that is the case here as well.
It is. You can invest in that higher risk if you've got a longer term horizon. So you can seek growth more aggressively if you've got a longer time to kind of mitigate those ups and downs of the stock market that we all hear about all the time on the news.
Well, I have to ask for someone like myself, 40, and to say I haven't thought about investing until now. Am I okay to start at this point, this late in life? And if so, how aggressive should I be?
I think always. I think it's a good time. My motto is start now. Always start where you are and don't worry about, is it too late? You just set those goals and you work toward those goals, those short, midterm, and long-term goals, whether it's for retirement or buying a home, whatever it is. But there's a lot of times I meet with clients in their 40s and they haven't started saving for retirement. But start. You've still got 20, 25 years, and that's a really good time frame to invest and seek that growth that you want. Your funds, you want them to grow. You want to be prepared for retirement. You've got time, though. You do. You got plenty of time.
That's great news. I love it. Okay, what are some of the types of investment options that we have?
So, there's the things that I talked about earlier. So your short-term funds need to be in something pretty liquid. So something pretty safe. Going to be like cash alternatives, such as a certificate of deposit or a money market. Then we get into stocks and bonds, mutual funds, exchange traded funds, things like that. you can also invest in real estate or commodities. So one common misconception, though, is that your 401k or your IRA is an investment. It's not technically an investment. It's a tax advantaged vehicle. So and you put your investments inside that. But they're an important part of overall financial planning, but they're not technically an investment themselves.
Any other misconceptions?
Gosh, like you said, it's too late for me to start. It's never too late to start. I hear people all the time saying the stock market is too risky, but that's what we as financial advisors are here for. We can help try to mitigate the risk by what we invest in, asset allocation, splitting up investments, diversification, all those things. That's where we come in and hopefully, take down the risk level somewhat and make it a way to invest for each client on their own personal level, make it comfortable for them where it's not so scary.
And thank goodness you financial advisors are out there to help us with this. What other resources are available so we don't make mistakes?
Well, that's what we are here for. So the Ascend Retirement and Investment Services, or ARISE program, we offer that no cost, no obligation, professional financial guidance to all credit union members. So whether you're just now starting out, beginning to invest, which I work with people in their 20s, in college, out of college, starting in a Roth IRA, or someone who's getting close to retirement and wants to catch up on those retirement savings. That's what we're here for. It's that professional guidance, and we help you navigate the waters of the financial waters in your life.
Kristy, thank you. Valuable information for us today. We appreciate your time. We appreciate the information that you've given, and just thank you so much.
Thank you.
Until the next time, Kristy, have a great rest of your day. You guys, stick with us. We're not done just yet. We have more coming up after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
We thrive under the lights. A city of performers. Putting on one heck of a show. Headlining night after night. Welcome to Smashville.
Complete Service Heat and Air is a trusted provider of top-notch heating and cooling solutions dedicated to ensuring optimal comfort and efficiency for residential and commercial spaces. Complete Service Heat and Air is located in White Bluff, Tennessee. We do service and repair on heating and air the right way 24/7 service. Call us at 615-797-3997. Serving Cheatham, Davidson, Dixon, Hickman, Humphreys, Montgomery, and Williamson counties.
Welcome back. It is Easter weekend. It is hard to believe because it just seems like it should be in April, not in March. Nonetheless, Easter will be here on Sunday. So a number of egg hunting activities will be taking place with the little ones. There is one that you may still be able to get in on, and that is Eggstravaganza happening at the Nashville Zoo. Jim Bartoo has a little bit more.
We're taking care of February with Zoo Run Run, the Teddy Bear Clinic in March. April, the Easter season, anything
Late
special?
March, yeah.
Late March,
Easter,
okay.
Easter is March 31, and Extravaganza, which is our annual Easter egg hunt, is always the Saturday before Easter. So March 30th is Extravaganza. It is included with zoo admission. It's a very, very popular day. Oftentimes our highest attendance day of the year. Now, again, we have some parking restrictions. We're still working on that parking garage. We hope to have it finished probably May-ish, maybe June. So we still have to kind of restrict how many people can come in that day because we only have so much parking that people can do. So we do advance tickets, which we're doing on a daily basis right now. If you want to come to the Easter egg hunt, get your tickets now. Get them soon because we will likely sell out for that unless it's impending hurricane blowing through on that day, then there might be tickets available. But other than that, it'll likely sell out.
Well, now, is the zoo open otherwise around Extravaganza? Is the zoo open at the same time, or is it just Extravaganza?
Oh yeah, the zoo's open during the day. So, because the Easter egg hunt, I mean, let's be honest, the Easter egg hunt, it's a hunt in the field for eggs. Every kid gets a prize, so it doesn't matter whether you find 1 egg or 100 eggs, you're getting a prize pack like every kid gets. We don't want it to be a bloodbath hunt for eggs, right? And it's over in maybe, depends on the age of the kid. 2 and 3 year olds, it takes them maybe 10 minutes to hunt for eggs. 8 through 10 year olds, about 10 seconds to get all the eggs off the field. So it's a very quick thing. So after you're done hunting eggs, you can see the zoo, you can see the animals hunt for eggs. We'll have some enrichment so animals can hunt for their own eggs. Some of them are real eggs, others are like paper mache and you break them open, there's meat inside. It really just kind of depends on what the animal eats, right?
Are you serious?
There could be crickets inside or bugs or something like that the animals will eat. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And you don't want the kids to get confused and get the wrong eggs.
Well, they'd have to be in the exhibit, which we discourage.
We hate that too.
Yeah, we don't go inside animal exhibits. That's a huge no-no.
Just don't.
Just stay on the path.
It looks really cool on YouTube when it works out great. Just don't.
No.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
Welcome to Grin Doctors, your trusted pediatric dentistry and orthodontics practice. Achieve healthy, beautiful smiles with our expert care. At Grin Doctors, we are committed to your child's oral health and well-being. Trust Grin Doctors, your pediatric dental home for exceptional care. We go above and beyond to ensure the comfort and satisfaction of our young patients. Grin Doctors Kids Dental and Orthodontics is right down the street in Old Hickory, TN. Easy to get to and in your neighborhood.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your past to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out and he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Sherry's Hope is dedicated to sharing the hope of Christ, protecting the health of our community, and supporting those who are fighting cancer. You can be a champion of hope this season. When you give monthly to Sherry's Hope, you help meet the needs of families in our community as they are battling cancer. Your monthly gift of $10 or more gives hope all year. Together, we can make a difference.
NASA veteran and Mount Juliet native Barry Butch Wilmore is preparing for a mission this spring to the International Space Station that makes him a trailblazer for similar flights in the future. The flight scheduled for early May will transport this duo to the International Space Station for an 8-day stay. The mission will be Wilmore's third. Read what Wilmore said during a news conference by visiting our website and going to the Chronicle of Mount Juliet.
Okay, take a look at this. Recently, Bikers Who Care out of Clarksville, a motorcycle organization, hosted Blessing of the Bikes. What this is all about, it is a time for the bikes and the riders to be blessed, to ensure that they have safe travels on the road, and as their organizations do work out in communities to make sure that they're just safe in doing so. Dozens upon dozens of motorcyclists turned out for Blessing of the Bikes, and I want to thank Bikers Who Care for inviting me out to take a look at this event. Well, I do hope that each and every one of you have an enjoyable Easter weekend. Enjoy your services, your time together, the lunches, the egg hunts, and all the things. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next week.